Yo, what's good YouTube man, it's your boy TK here, back with another banger. And today, ladies and gentlemen, is a very special day. EA just dropped the College Football 25 gameplay trailer, and with that being said, I can now talk about stuff that isn't in the trailer and show you guys some deep dive into the gameplay. So make sure you guys watch the video all the way through, and without further ado, let's just hop straight into it. If you guys haven't seen the gameplay trailer, go check it out. It's so awesome. If you guys say this game looks like Madden, you guys are tripping, because after this, I'm gonna change your mind, bro. So let's get right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so to start the video, we're gonna talk about the wear and tear system if you guys didn't get it from the trailer. And what this is that this takes a gridiron to an unprecedented level of realism. The feature really ensures every hit matters and not every hits are equal. Wear and tear is a brand new and unique damage system that adds a whole new layer of depth and strategy to the gameplay and roster management. So how it works is that every limb and body part of a player is linked with a unique attribute. For instance, if your quarterback throwing arm receives a significant hit, you'll notice a decrease in your throw power and accuracy. But similarly, if damage to the leg will impact the player's change of direction and acceleration, making every movement feel slower. Each body part degrades at different rates, and the player's toughness rating plays a critical role in how the damage is applied. So that's the first thing that's really new to the game that's not in Madden, because I feel like in Madden you can abuse players, and this is a great way to literally counter all the people that spam Megatron and Ultimate Team, or like spam Christian McCaffrey. So you're probably wondering, how do you combat this, right? So recovery is also a critical feature to this game. Players will regain health when they're not on the field, during timeouts and halftime, in between weeks. However, be cautious of your player's workload. The worse a body part is damaged, the slower it recovers, and a player can only recover a limited amount of damage during a single game. This encourages strategic planning and management of players to ensure optimal performance. And if a player gets too badly banked up, expect him to sit out a play or two or maybe more. Later in the game, the expectation is the players will have to tough it out. Here's some in-game screenshots of what it will look like, and as you guys can see, this is honestly one of the coolest features I've ever seen. So this wear and tear system, what it shows is that the points of impact that got hurt, and then the yellow is slight, orange is high, red is severe. And as you guys can see, Quinn Ewers has a severe like chest injury, so he's definitely, you're gonna have to take him out because he has a high chance of injury. These players at the bottom literally got cracked. Like, these dudes are literally like, this is, I think this is what happened if you just leave your guy in the whole season. Like, your team's gonna be cooked. I think they did change some stuff with RPOs and pitches and stuff like that, so we're gonna dive into that. So as EA have said right here, we have made adjustments to differentiating pitch strength, and now a quick tap will execute a quick pitch, while holding LB or L1 will result in a strong pitch. A quick tap for a switch pitch, useful in tight spots. However, it might not hit the pitch back in stride. So holding down LB for a strong pitch is suitable for when there's simple space between you and the approaching defender. It requires more time, but offers precise accuracy and velocity. A fake pitch is back, so activated by double tapping L1 or LB. So that's a really exciting features, ladies and gentlemen. They're literally gonna add fake pitches in the game, and strong and quick pitches. So pretty much the difference, if you guys didn't get that, is that the accuracy, so strong is really accurate, quick is not as accurate, so it has more risk. In a double, you can probably hit one of these but have the ball in your hand. That's honestly really cool. So new control around with quarterbacks will branch out with the option movement has been added. If you hold RT or R2 when you're a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, you'll branch into a standard ball carrier movement. Use this when you got the edge and decide to try to take it to the crib with your quarterback. And EA also has mentioned that they have also added a range of new animations, including comprehensive set of pitch animations and pitch catches. We've also introduced new pitch out of tackle animations this year as well, so that's going to be really great. So for all my guys that like to run crazy meta defenses and just disguise their coverages, they removed that in College Football 25. So base alignment is not in College Football 25, but they did give you a way to disguise your defenses to create more of this chess match that they're looking for. So you're always trying to keep your opponent on your toes, which I think is really good. I'm not gonna lie. In the play call, you can use the right stick, so just doing like an audible, and you can literally view to command your secondary to position them in a range to disguise your looks. So this can range from high coverage pressures, cover 0 blitz, or a back off cover 4 look. So I think this is really exciting. And I think this allows people to create a lot of different metas that we would never see in Madden. So now we're gonna talk about the abilities, and I think this is now one of the most exciting parts of the game. They're introducing 80 new abilities in the game, the majority of which are completely new to the college football game space. These abilities are purely situational boosts and there are no guarantees. The abilities are categorized in 2 groups, physical and mental. Each of these groups is further divided into 4 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. The most a player can have at a given time is 5 physical and 3 mental. Our aim is to provide players with increased depth as they progress through these tiers. So I'll just quickly go over the field general ability in their tiers, and then I'll move on to the next category. So bronze tiers field general is that blitzers are highlighted but only after the snap. That gives the players a basic level of awareness but requires them to react quickly. Silver tier players can spot blitzers before the snap, but only if they're close to the line of scrimmage and only for a brief moment. For gold tier, it unveils a coverage shell momentarily, giving players a glimpse into the defensive strategy. And for platy tier, it allows players to see even disguised shells. This is designed to ensure that the defensive player can strategically adjust in response. So right here, this is what it's gonna look like. You have mental abilities right here, and as you guys can see, they're looking around them. I love the art right here. This is honestly insane. Here's for the physical abilities. So as you guys can see, we have sure hand, 50-50, double dip, layout, and recoup. So this dude has both offensive and defensive abilities stacked onto him. So as you guys can see, he has sure hands, so improved standard catches. And then as you guys can see, he has dive catches animations, and he has a lot of stamina abilities as well. But if you guys are enjoying the college football 25 content and want to stay up to date with the latest news, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. On the way to 2K subs, man, I would greatly appreciate if we can hit this before college football 25 comes out, man. Please just give me there, ladies and gentlemen. I would just really appreciate it. So next we're gonna be talking about the coach's vision, and this is a real-time pre-snap information system designed to quickly provide you with a detailed overview of these features while holding the left trigger. So wear and tear, this calls out the most damaged body parts of a player. Composure and confidence, this is really just a dual-sided bar system, provide real-time insight into your player's performance. A red bar suggests that your player is starting to cook, while blue is the one that indicates he's getting cold. If a red flame icon or a blue snowflake symbol appears, it signifies that your player has reached the maximum in their respective area. So this is kind of like 2K, like if you're hot or cold, pretty much with your take. You can also see the abilities highlighted on player screens. Now we're going to go into a really cool feature that will really impact the game, which is home field advantage. And as you guys can see, there's a stadium pulse in the game, and this will really like rattle your players up. I'm not gonna lie, like this will mess people up like really bad. I think I'm gonna do a video on the hardest stadiums to play in. Go check that video out. Pretty much what this is that most teams have home field advantage off the rip, and this impacts a visiting team. So just like in real life, this feature is entirely situational. So staying within a manageable down and distance is vital to successfully keep moving the ball. As the game situation gets tougher and tougher, the crowd noises intensifies. The louder the crowd gets, the higher the modifier and composure hits. This is designed to accurately reflect real life dynamics in a hostile environment and further adds to the immersive gameplay experience. So what this is trying to say is that the higher the crowd is, as you guys can see, they're in Penn State right now, and the loudest meter is going insane, and you cannot see what routes you're trying to run. So this is definitely a hype experience, and this is dang near with the whiteout too. So like, as you guys can see, you're gonna have to tap in. All right, the next thing I'm gonna tell you guys about is the switch stick, which this is one of the coolest abilities ever. So if you're like ambidextrous or like anything like that, and you can read people, you're gonna be a demon at this game. I'm not gonna lie. So there's something called the switch stick. So what the switch stick is pretty much if you want to lurk somebody and you know where the ball is going, what you can do is flick the right stick in the direction I think the ball is gonna go, and according to this direction you flick the right stick, this will allow you to play like more than one defender at once, pretty much. So we all know the pain of getting caught on a defensive lineman and you're trying to make an adjustment, and then like what you want to do is still use the dude, but spamming B or O like crazy to try to get to that one defender. But now you don't have to worry about that. You can literally just, if you know that where the ball is going, if you flick in the right direction and get it right, you can like pretty much like playmaker a defender to get a pick, which I think is honestly insane. We're gonna talk about playbooks and team play styles, and it's honestly pretty self-explanatory. They have 1,500 new plays with more than 50 formations, 134 team playbooks, and things like that. Some like notable play styles they have are air raid, multiple pistol, power speed option, pro, run and shoot, spread option, and veer and shoot. And there's a lot of deviations. They have a lot of reverses, double passes, things of that nature, RPO glance. I can go really, like, I can just make this a whole separate video. Like, there's so much to go over. All right, so next we're going to be talking about harsh weather conditions. And in College Football 25, this is going to be a pretty significant feature that they did not talk about in the gameplay trailer. So harsh weather conditions affect the movement of your players. It's challenging to plant and cut in these conditions, and this will be the first thing that you feel. The passing game faces considerable impact when players are under harsh weather conditions as well. Players will notice wobbly passes, impacted pass accuracy, and throw power are some of the other gameplay elements affected by weather. The chances of increased drops and fumbles also rise, so that's obviously intended. The ball becomes more slippery, but what you guys can do is hold RB or R1 and you guys should be good. The last thing that weather impacts is that you feel your kick power and accuracy go down. Kicking the ball in heavy rain and snow can drastically alter the trajectory and distance, making the field goal and punt a challenging risk. So this is honestly crazy right here. This is a great feature I like to add. Some things that were brought to my attention that you guys might have missed in the trailer is that, I don't know if you guys have seen this, it's pretty obvious, but like we have the new 1 foot sideline catch animation, so you can do the 1 foot possession catch. You just need to click A or X to do that. We have the new walk to the line animation, which has been added. Now all the players on each side of the ball will walk to the line following a play call. This is just a cool little feature, just so then you can give the opposing team time to adjust. Defensive pursuit has been refreshed in college football, so the wide range of player abilities in real life to track the ball carrier in space. Playmaker, a fan favorite, just use the right stick, has been revamped to increase responsiveness and control. And then play action, when play action is called in the run situation, such as a first down or less than 3 yards to the first down, the effects of the run fit defenders are not amplified. So this is pretty much saying that defenders will bite on play action more in these situations. So now they have a new kicking meter in College Football 25. So how this works is that the distance of the kick along with the kicker's rating decides the green and yellow regions of the meter. This means a longer kick with lower rated kickers will have a smaller green zone, making the kick more challenging. It adds an element of strategy to your game, as you need to consider your kicker's ability before making a long distance attempt. I really appreciate you guys watching the video all the way through. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.